Hi, Miss Noel and Miss Steele's chemistry class. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add your drawing to the template and how to use the template to meet the criteria um, of scoring, of meeting the criteria to score a 4 out of 4 on the rubric, okay? So in our superhero, once you have downloaded the avatar, you can place it onto this template here. Now, when I moved it over, you can see I that the superhero is blocking some of the arrows and some of the words. So these boxes you can actually change the size of so that it is not blocking the superhero. The arrows too, if you click on, okay, so to change the size of the box, you click the box, and then from the corner, you're gonna have this diagonal arrow. You can bring it out to make it wider, in to make it thinner, up, drag it up to make it shorter, right? So that's how that is moved around. And then for the arrow, when you drag your cursor over it, you should have this 4-point arrow. Click on it. Oops, that brought me to the picture, so I'm going to try again. There we go. And when I click on the blue circle here, I can drag the arrow to point wherever I want it to point. For now, I'm just going to move it to the side. I'm going to reshape this description too. I actually, this time, instead of making it a different shape, I'm going to move it up. So I want that 4-point arrow. Click. Okay, this is in the way. So I'm going to move it to the side first. There we go, 4-point arrow, and I'm going to bring it up. And now I'm going to move her over a bit, or my superhero. And I'm actually going to move my arrow. Gotta move this person again. I'm going to move my arrow down here. So I will do some adjusting with that later. Move this box over a little bit. So you're going to be able to adjust the template so that your superhero can fit without overlapping anything. Okay, so here is, here wherever it says type, you are going to type there. Any of these boxes, you have information that you need to fill out. Here I would type the name of my superhero. I believe we decided that she would be named Iodes. I'm going to delete that. Based on, that means what element. She's based on iodine. Age, her age is going to be the year she was discovered, is going to be the year that she was born. So I have to go back to my research and I see that she was born. It's not on here. I'm going to have to Google it really quick. When was iodine discovered? So 1811, that's her birth date. So I'm gonna have to find the difference between 1811 and today's date. So for example, if you're born in 2003, how do you know how old you are? Well, I mean, you know, because it's you keep track. But when you get a lot older, actually, I kind of forget my age, but I'll never forget the year I was born. So I'm gonna put in this year, which is 2021. And then I subtract it by the year that she was born or discovered, which is 1811. So she's 210 years old. Birthplace, that's where she was. Where was iodine discovered? That's different than their home. Oh, so she's French. So I will write France. And she's part of the halogen group. Again, all this information I already found. I am just putting it into a presentable project. Sometimes I have to move things around for it to fit. I'm actually going to get rid of the outline of this box. So I'm going to choose transparent, because then that way, when I put this up here, it doesn't go on top. Gives me some more space to work with. All of these things you can do. We want it to be neat. So you should be moving things around, getting rid of backgrounds, etc., etc. So now that I filled that in, I'm going to click on this border color and transparent, so there's no longer a border there. Okay. Okay, so now that I've filled out the superhero name, some background information, I have 2 boxes here that explain the connection of certain characteristics, superpowers, features that the superhero has, and how those features, superpowers, characteristics are connected to the element or inspired by the element. So that's what this question is here. And one thing is this violet color. I learned in my research that iodine has a violet color. So that is why my superhero, or Miss Johnson's superhero, is violet. So I will write, this superhero has violet skin and violet clothing because iodine, because the element iodine is known for its violet color. Okay, now I must do another one. So iodine actually is violet as vapor, as a gas. So I need to write that detail, violet color as a gas or vapor. But as a solid, it's shiny and black. So I'm going to explain this woman has shiny, this superhero has shiny black hair because as a solid. So as a solid, iodine is shiny and black. So this superhero has sleek, shiny black hair. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of the box now that I typed it in. So I click on the pencil, click on transparent, click on the next box that I want to remove the background, click on the pencil, click on transparent. Transparent means clear or invisible. Now I can move the arrow to point to where I want. This is talking about her hair, so I want to point to the hair, and I can make it bigger or smaller. I don't want it to cover any of my text. There, that looks good. Move it down just a little bit. There. And then, much better. I'm talking about her clothing and her body, so I'm going to move this. Actually, I like this up here. I just want the arrow to move so it's pointing to her clothes. And now the arrow is hard to see because it's black on black, so I'm going to change the color of the arrow to red, and it's behind her. So I'm going to change the order. Oh my gosh, how did I do that? I clicked on the arrow. I'll click on arrange, click on order, click on bring to front, and now the arrow is in front. And I want to make it a little bit thicker so it's obvious. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to check the checklist, see where I'm at in my progress of the project. Title and background, I got my name, a superhero, the element they're based on, name and symbol. I forgot symbol. So I need to write iodine and I, or I'll do in parentheses. So her symbol is just the letter I. Your symbol is going to be 1 or 2 letters. Age of element did that. Birthplace did that. Superheroes group family name did that. all of that information, check, check, check. I placed it here in that box, okay? Drawing, picture of your superhero, legend of protons, neutrons, electrons. And I have to represent those electrons, protons, neutrons on her outfit in some way. This is going to be tedious, and this is going to take some time. And that's okay. We will give you time to do it. So already I have the streaks in her hair in purple and white to represent the number of valence electrons. So she has 7 white streaks in her hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I should just write what it is. I'm actually going to write in this box. Streaks in hair. I want the font to match the rest. Make this legend a little bit bigger. Okay. It's so small. It won't be small when you present it. The teachers will be able to read it just fine. Protons. I'll do one more example because I want you to see how to use these things. And I'm actually, well, let me look at my research. So she's got 53 protons, 74 neutrons, 53 electrons. That's so many. So I have to make 53 something on her. Miss Johnson did 53 of those streaks on the hat. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do 53 stars on her hat. So I'm going to create a shape. You can see there's all of these. There's a star, but there's other shapes you could use to add to your element. I'm actually going to do this because it looks like vapor, and I'm going to make it pink. So I'm going to make it teeny tiny because I have to fit 53 of them, and I'm going to dye it violet so it looks like iodine as seen here. And guess what? I'm going to copy and paste that. Edit, copy, click somewhere else, edit, paste. Or you can do Control C, Control V. 53 times, holy cow. All these little vapors. I don't think it's gonna fit on her hat, so I'm just gonna put it around her. And then the other thing is, like, there's only 3 of them and I have to make 53. Copy and pasting, each one's gonna take forever. So you can select several of them, click on one, click Shift on your computer. Now I'm selecting more than one. Control C, Control V. Now I have 6 of these little buggers. Let's try that again. Select, Shift, select, 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 select. Control C, Control V. And then drag it down. Now I have 12 of them. Let's do this again. Oops. Control C, Control V. Now I have 18, 24, 24 plus 6 more, 30, 36, 42, 48. I need 53. 48 plus 6 is 54, so I have to delete one. It's a lot. So now I'm going to drag them all, these little vapor things around her. That's iodine. All right, there you go. I didn't show you. It took me about 5 minutes to do that. So yes, it's going to take time and it's tedious. We'll give you the time. There's 53 little vapors around. I'm actually need to copy. So I select one, Control C, Control V, and paste one. And this is a proton, so I'm going to put it in there so that they know that those are protons, and I need to also write the number. So I gotta move this around a little bit. Oh, I have to write the number right on the legend here. 53. Okay. Okay. So another thing you could do, like Miss Steele or Miss Johnson, she did these little white dots to indicate the number of neutrons, and she put it on the cape. Wow, how did she do that? Let's see. Maybe we use a drawing tool. Okay, I'm going to show you how to add another feature. So I already showed you adding shapes. I have showed you adding lines. And now I'm going to use text to add dots to my superhero's cape to indicate that she has 74 neutrons. So click on the text box, and I want the text to be white so it shows up on the black cape. And I'm just going to do 74 periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can't see it now. If I drag it over her cape, you can see all the little periods. Okay, so what did I say I was at? I will start over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I can fit 14 there. And I'm just going to copy and paste it. 14 plus 14 is 28. I got to do 74 total. There we go. She's got 28. Now I'm going to do some up and down. So I'm going to make another text box. And this time my text box, I have to rotate it from here. So this little line coming off with the circle, and I will rotate the angle so it's up and down, which is 90 degrees apparently. Then I'm going to put it over here where I can see it on the cape, and I'm at 28. So let's keep counting. Again, I need to make it white. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I will stop at 60. Now I need 14 more. There's so many neutrons. Click on the text box again, make a box, rotate the box so it's up and down, move the box once more so it's on the cape. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 60 plus 14. They're not white, so I had to highlight them and make them white so they show up. That requires a lot of patience. So now she has 74 periods on her cape. So I'm just going to put a period here. Actually, I'm going to make it a lot bigger so it can be seen. Period on capes. And there is 74. So again, I have to adjust this so that it fits better.